And welcome back to Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai with the Scramble for the Far East mod. Last time around we were able to march forward not only here in Izen, taking the tea from the British, would probably lower their morale quite a bit, but we're also able to take the imperial capital, Kyoto. I said I was going to show them in like cinematics in this video. The thing is, this one was only because I was getting the naval support, and unfortunately as soon as I used the naval support the battle crashed. So that's out, and I'm thinking that we'll actually wait with Kyoto because I think the British might be able to counterattack here, and it might be more interesting to see me defending this area because it's basically a field battle. There is no castle here, there's just a town with some earthworks. Like, there's no castle, which is quite odd, I must say. But there you have that. Quickly going over this, we have the possibility of attacking through here because it's basically open. We do have this army, but I'll be harassing it with my ships blowing it down, and my general should be able to deal with them. The problem here though is we took a lot of damage in the previous battle there. The battle where we dug down with our trench lines. So it's gonna take quite a while to get these guys back to full strength. The good thing is though, we'll be able to get reinforcements all the way to down here. So I'll be able to march and still receive quite a bit of reinforcement. But it looks like we're gonna have to sit at least 1 or 2 turns in the region capital before we march on. Here we're on the defense, quite obvious, as there's about 8 or 9 armies coming down on us. I've set up 2 ambushes, so we'll see about ambushing the enemy as they come through. Well, I'll get 2 armies out of 9. I don't know how much that will do, so this could be a major upset, as some of these armies may not survive this. And we've got the faction heir and my best general here, so not too great, but they have the possibility of retreating towards town. So we'll see how this could be a major upset. Over here I see the biggest potential because this army have taken very little damage. It took very little damage in the bridge battle, and it took even less taking the town because as I said, there wasn't even a castle there. Plus a new army is coming down to reinforce them, so we've got plenty of potential here. Thing is, moving forward, the areas to conquer is this one up here and this one down here. I'm not even sure. I mean, that's kind of far to march, and I'm maybe not that interested in going that way. It could be better to take these armies and move them down towards here instead. And then we have this army right here, which doesn't have a general, but should pretty easily be able to subdue this castle and take that. So another castle falling. With that said, we will not know any of this until we go ahead and end turn. So let's throw the die and hope it rolls in our favor. The British are offering peace. What terms? I want you to embargo them. I want hostage. No children available. I don't know. It could be wise to accept this, and then once... The thing though is, then I don't have anything for this video, and it'll take a lot of time to reset for more war. So no, you know what? At this point I have had 2 opportunities to avert disaster with all those armies bearing down on me. So just keep that in mind as I reject this peace offer. Well, it's almost as if they know that we are in laying ambush for them, because they are yet to advance. They're like timidly moving in slowly across this border, very slowly. But that opens up for me to continue my march across their kingdoms, or their areas. We saw that there was an ambush by a traditional army right here, and one that we are in fact at war with. I wonder if closing out the enemy's holdouts out here. I want to I want to, as soon as possible, actually sign some kind of peace deal with these two clans out here, because I want to deal with the British exclusively. I don't want to have to deal with as soon as I open up here, be regaled with tons of these traditional armies of the two clans that are up here, which wouldn't be great, would it? But we could definitely see about marching up later on and trying to close out these two areas for the British. And right here they are retreating, so I'm thinking that we will go ahead and pursue them. Let's go ahead and move this guy a little bit. Let's see. Oh, they're pretty unhappy here. Very unhappy indeed. Right, cannons moving this way. We're gonna need to send over quite a bit of people to try and keep this under wraps. Right, she didn't make it. But her in the province helped a little bit. It's gonna be 10. That's gonna be a lot of troops that I need to recruit. I don't even have the money for it, because I spent it on other stupid stuff. We need to bring down 10 soldiers. I can bring down 2 from here. I can bring down 1 from here. I feel like we need to have at least like 2 per area, and then we can bring 3 from over here, which brings us up to 6. And then I'm recruiting 2, and then she will be moved in, the castle will be repaired, and that will do 6, and we will be fine. I want to move as soon as possible, so let's just move. I don't care if they start to rebel. Why did I move him in and out like that? I do not have the possibility any longer to fire upon them. But we can go around and actually aid our allied clan over there by bombarding this area. And then you'll just kind of stay here for now. So the major fleet will be moving around to attack in that area. And then we could go ahead. You know what? I need to build a lot of stuff here. I need to close down one of the areas that I decided to upgrade. What do we need here? Training camp could be good, just to hold the place down. And then a fencing camp. We can recruit troops, which I probably should do. And this force... Oh, yes! I forgot about this. Reinforcements can be drawn from further away, or minus chance of being assassinated. I don't know which is better. Like, I don't really have had that many guys assassinated. But, and then also 2%. I feel like this one could be stronger. Question is, how much further can we draw the troops from? Anyway, seemingly we are not heading for disasters, as I thought. I'll go ahead and end turns until we strike the enemy. But you all know where we're headed on all these fronts. So I'll just update you as objects of this campaign are completed. Here's the situation right now. The big army that was situated right here has retreated, and it seems to be moving towards the enemies, their enemies on this side, rather than going for us. I'm not going to immediately pursue them, as there's a nice bridge they're about to pass over, so it could be nice to take up position there instead. But this frees up these armies, so we could have one possibly swing down, if necessary, as the faction leader moves this way. And one could be moving towards here, together with the two armies here, to shore up a line across here. At the same time, the army without a general has laid siege to the town right here, and also, at this point, I'm pretty sure that this army is now ready. The Oldenburg army is ready. And so what we could do is we could set them... What? Why do I keep this awful shit? We could set them on a course to actually invade the Sado Island and go ahead and take that out. But I'm gonna hold off on that a little bit. I don't want to start too many things at the same time. With that said, let's go ahead and end turn and see. I want to see if the British move further away from us, and then we can kind of move up and fill the areas that they leave. Right, with that said, let's once more go ahead and end turn. Well, I was hoping that the British were going to cross the bridge, but I guess they heard me and they decided to cross another bridge. They're closing in on the commander right here. This is a bit dicey. Now, a single army, I'm not entirely sure if they would be able to hold the bridge against such superior numbers, so just in case I'm gonna bring this army out within reinforcement range of the second one. I don't know if it's his reinforcement area is that much bigger. This area is a bit unhappy, and also our enemies decided to set fire to the train station. Decided to attack it before moving north. At this point it might be good to start moving these towards the enemy, these armies. Why don't you move into here, and then you move right into there, so you're still like hidden, but like closing in on them. At the same time, the faction leader is moving in, closing in. He is basically replenished, so it went really fast here. And he should be able to, within, hopefully, the next turn or so, be able to attack this area. At the same time, it looks like I'm going to have to close this one. I was hoping to wait until maybe closing out this siege until after the episode was done, and I do that off camera, but it looks like the British were able to take control of Tango up here, and that with that done, that opens up for them to move down and go ahead and lend aid to this area. Now my assassin has sabotaged his army, so this army isn't going anywhere, but this force is, so I'd rather be inside the castle looking out at the British reinforcements than the other way around. And then we'll see if the British decides to cross here. And what I think we're gonna do right now is, I spotted at this port a French naval force actually leaving, and they were carrying troops. So I want to try and find them, which could be really hard because they could literally be anywhere here. And I'm not entirely sure where like they are headed, so they could be anywhere really. And it would be really nice to find them and sink that navy before it reaches its destination. We are currently locking one navy here, but let's see. I've got this fleet as well. We can call them out. The question is, maybe they're closer to shore. I feel like the further south I move, the higher the chance that I will be able to intercept them before they land. One of the last times they did land on my shores, they actually landed down here, so they could be going that way again. But yeah, I didn't realize that I was gonna have to hold up so many more of the French ports. They could be going anywhere. They're not gonna get through here, so we know at least it'll be on this side. And then, you know what, I'm thinking that because we have a hard time finding a battle with the British, we'll probably set these guys in motion to actually land on Sado Island. Let's go ahead and declare war on Sado. They did in fact break our alliance earlier, so we'll just go ahead and declare war there.
And profit by it.
Yes, I will certainly be profiting off all your gold. Disembark. If they march out to meet us, that's good, because then I will have a battle for this video. Oh, so you think that's the best way to fire from? And not here, which probably would be closer. No, let's go around the... That is the closest area. So in that sense it's good, but like... You want to go all the way around the island to fire on it. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And then once we're back, we'll end turn. And we'll see where we'll find the battle. It could be a number of places with the current situation. But yeah. Onwards to another siege. No side seems to be willing to make the first move in terms of a proper field battle. Instead, what we have is either force sniping at each other's flanks. In our case, I was able to take out this castle. However, it was quite difficult with the tier 2 troops defending the walls, and not having a proper general meant the morale of my troops weren't that great, and it faltered quite a few times. We're still at an impasse over here where neither side wants to start the fight, which is a little bit odd. I noticed there's a character moving up here. Are we at war with the... Yes, we are at war with these people. That is not great. He is set up for... the thing is, I feel it's so unbalanced in terms of, like, even the worst type of assassin or any character really has like a 50% chance of killing a general. And somehow they always seem to do it. We have a pretty nasty assassin coming down here. Anyways, there's so little time I feel left of the episode because there's been so many other things. And then the British have moved. They moved through here to attack my vassal. I've sent my ships to start bombarding them, and hopefully that will help out a little bit for the these forces. But they'll surely not hold, especially for 3 full stacks. My faction leader is moving in here, so hopefully he'll be able to attack there. And then I've started moving these 2 armies down here. As you can see, they've now moved the capital from this area. I guess they felt that it was too exposed, and so now it's been set here, which could be the original starting point, who knows. But they moved the capital. I don't know, can I move my capital? Is there a move capital I don't know. Maybe it's just the AI. Who knows? I'm not going to investigate it into it now. Also, yes, we have started the siege on Sado Island. With that said, the quest continues. I don't know why they're not trying. I mean, they know what's going to happen at the bridge battle, but there's like 9 armies. There's so many troops. Eventually, they'll be able to wear us down and get over. I don't know what they're waiting for. Anyways, let's go ahead and end turn. It seems we have our battle. The Sado Island realized, well, they're not going to get any reinforcements. And given that it's summer, I could siege them to completion and starve them out. So they have nothing for it but to sally forth. It's an army almost entirely of katana samurai. Let's see what happens when they meet modern steel. This is the first battle of this commander. Unfortunately, I cannot remember his name. Although it says right here, Moritz Kohl. Right, we know who is. The battleground definitely favors the enemy, because it's hilly and stuff. So they'll be able to maneuver in a way that they could possibly attack us unaware, but I doubt it. I'm gonna start by moving up the 2 guard units. And they're gonna sit there, that's a pretty good spot. We're gonna have 3 of the Oldenburg infantry being moved up towards the flank. We'll see where the enemy army moves, but I think it might pivot towards this side, so I kind of want all the cavalry then to run up this side towards them. We're gonna get 2 units up here to protect the flank of the elite units, so they're gonna be there. And then this flank needs to be protected, so these need to move up. And then we're gonna have these, something like that. Well, this is not a good spot. They need to be moved up to here to be able to properly protect. Otherwise they could be easily overrun. Let's see. Is that better? Yes, it's a little bit better. Maybe even just a little tiny bit more forward. There we go. And then these, it could be that we set maybe this one like that, and then this one can stand above, and then you connect the lines there. I mean, cavalry coming down the hill could be dangerous. Okay, here comes the reinforcements. I don't want to try and force my way up onto this ridge as of yet. They're way too close to it, and it feels like the cavalry could dash across at any second and overrun any units. But being able to get up in this V-shaped position at the hill would be wonderful. So if these guys would make their way down here, that would be the best. Currently my artillery is not really able to fire on anything, so we'll have to bring it up to the hill to be able to set it in order. Okay, so we've got a cavalry unit moving on our flank, possibly moving to attack. As long as their cavalry is intact, I'm not sure I want to force my way onto the hill. Yeah, this one's definitely going for us. It feels like we're gonna have plenty of time to set up and be ready for them once they show themselves. Oh, they're moving in multiple units. Generals as well. Oh, we got full 400 men firing. Could have possibly killed more, couldn't we? Get that reload in. And if necessary, my cavalry can move in to support. And on the other side, they're making a similar attack. Oh, they managed to fire there. But they're gonna not be able to fire again until they reach here. Alright, let's see. They managed to contact with this unit. I'm gonna detach one cavalry unit to attack. The rest of them is gonna move forward. With the cavalry now being gone, we should be able to move up onto the hill.
Good news, sir. The enemy general is dead.
And with the enemy's general dead as well, that's even better. Right, I want the entire army to move up there now. And then the artillery is situated up on the hill. Should be able to do just fine. We got a few generals over there. We'll mad dash with the cavalry towards that. Actually, what we'll do is we'll just order you to stop. And then you'll take care of them. And then this unit lost about close to 200 men, so we're gonna let it sit back there. Rest a little bit. Let's see. I doubt we're gonna make... Well, about half the unit actually made it to the line, but then immediately broke. Got a few enemy units. They're all concentrating down here right now. And we got a single katana samurai over there.
The general is dead.
Alright. Load up. Get the guns ready. I'm gonna hold fire, and then I'm gonna see about getting my men in a perfect position or surrounding the enemy. And then we're gonna throw in the attack. So General's bodyguard chasing this cavalry unit. I'm gonna order all cavalry to attack. And then we do have this unit up on the hill. Oh, my artillery started firing on it as well. Good. Some of the units are moving this way. Let's advance further forward so we're able to fire down the hill. And now everyone should fire at will. Cavalry is a little bit antsy about having the entire enemy army coming down upon them. Most of the attack is going to take place on this side, so we need to move up the rest to be able to support with flanking fire. I still have one cavalry unit that is not in a retreating mood. We're going to make sure the line holds and then gets inspired. I feel like this one could be in a bit of a pickle. And the cavalry focusing on the flank. And then you coming in behind. Alright, the samurais are trying to climb the hill. It's a little bit late to come at us now. Shit, I'm getting fired upon by my own artillery. Damn it. Hold fire, damn you. Chase down the retreating enemies. Chase them down. And the rest of them are caught in the caught in the cauldron of death. Having to move uphill into murderous fire. We'll go for the few units that are standing against us. Gonna try and break this up a little bit. Can I order my artillery? Fire on the boat troops. Let's order the cavalry to fall back a little bit. I feel as though we're otherwise probably going to shoot our own guys. With the artillery coming in, that's probably what's going to send them off.
Your victory is close, sir.
We are getting most attacks here where the enemy actually managed to reach. Otherwise, for the rest of them, they're all broken. So this unit is the one that continues to fight. The general is right by them to support. Quick and easy battle. The Sado Island and its gold deposits has fallen into the hands of the Prussian kingdom. Here's the result of the battle. The enemy deployed 8,000 men, of which they lost more or less everything, with only 609 men surviving. Compared to them, we deployed 6,000, and we lost about 800 men, so the enemy lost 10 times as many troops than us. I do realize now we've been playing the same music all over again, so when I started this playlist, it probably didn't actually start the playlist, but just the individual music piece, which is annoying. And I just realized it just now. So let's get this over with as quickly as possible, shall we? Lifeguard units killed almost 1,000 each. Wonderful. Great start to this man's career. Right, let's go through this as quickly as possible. I don't want to listen to this music anymore. The Guju clan was destroyed. They still have some troops left, but there's no way that's going to be able to make a comeback after that. We're going to harass British a little bit, bombard them and so on. We'll see how that goes. But the faction leader is here, even though his agent, his what's it called, advisor, was killed. 2 British assassins, pretty good assassins. So we're gonna, but my assassins are here as well, so we're gonna see about taking them out. At the same time, the British moved all their troops away from here, so yeah, they're relocating them to this bridge right here, and then they seem to be moving here. I'll be able to intercept them though and get to this town before them, so we'll be able to set up there. We'll take that, and then the faction leader will take this, and then we'll see about moving down to take that, and then we've taken everything on this side of the river, and then we have 2 pretty good footholds on the bridge here and then up here as well, although there are quite a few British troops coming this way, but I'm sure they won't actually be able to push through here. And also, it should be said here that British have been asking for peace. So, I'm thinking that I'll be sort of, we'll see what happens, but off camera I'll be trying to taking these 3 areas. Unless there's like a major battle or something that occurs. And then I'll try to hold here, and once these 3 are taken, we'll go ahead and sign a temporary peace ceasefire with the British. Then we'll reorganize our forces, and then we'll meet them on the field of battle. But with that, oh yeah, the French force, I don't know, I do not know where they ended up at all. Like, I definitely saw a force being sent away by ship, and I have not been able to find it, so I've got no idea where they are. Anyways, the music just looped again, so I better end it right here. So with that said, I'll say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.